Hey guys! So the first thing I'm going to do with this video is say thank you a lot. Thank you to everybody who has watched my stupid videos and has made me feel super welcome on this internet machine. It feels so great to have friends from all over the planet, and it makes my heart really happy, and I appreciate it more than words can even say. I want to thank everyone who's stuck by me since the awkward beginning when I was a weird, rambly 16-year-old who didn't know how to talk to a camera. And the reason that I'm saying that is because today I'm gonna revisit a video from a long freaking time ago. And you guys have Danny Mars 1D on Twitter and a whole bunch of other people on YouTube to thank for that. A couple of years ago, I covered a song by one of my favorite bands of all time, My Chemical Romance, and the song is called Teenager. You guys have watched that video and listened to me ramble for 2 minutes embarrassingly about getting my braces off or some other bullshit. Sorry about that. And now you guys have asked me to do a tutorial, and I'm super excited that today is the day. I'm going to do a really quick tutorial of how to play Teenagers by My Chemical Romance on the guitar. If you guys are interested in learning more guitar things from me, I actually teach guitar lessons twice a week. So for more information on that, please email this address. Without further ado, here's my tutorial for Teenagers by My Chemical Romance. Hope it helps you out. So here's the part of Teenagers that I'm going to be showing you guys in this tutorial. And it probably looks pretty complicated, but it's actually really simple. There are 3 different chords that your riffs are going to revolve around. And for those of you that are familiar with guitar, you'll recognize them as E, B, and A. However, we only need the first 2 strings, the E string, which is this top guy, and the A string, which is the next guy. So what we're going to do is we're going to shorten these chords to only the parts of them that are played on these 2 strings. So for the E chord, it's only going to be your index finger on the 2nd fret of the A string. And for the B chord, it's only going to be the first 2 strings covered on the 2nd fret. For the A chord, you're actually going to just leave the first 2 strings open, because if you notice when we play an open A chord, there's nothing going on up there. So those are the chords we're going to be talking about. E, B, and A. Now, there's one riff that does repeat. We're going to call this riff, I don't know, JOAQUIN. Okay, so JOAQUIN goes a little something like this. So how we play that, this is the only time you're going to play or even touch a string that isn't either the first or the second. What you're going to do is you're going to play really hard the 2nd fret of the top string with 1 finger, your index finger preferably. And then while it's still ringing out, you're going to hammer on your ring finger on the 4th fret of the same string. So it's going to sound like... And then once you have that, you can add the second part of it, which is literally just playing from the bottom of the guitar up in a really rapid manner, just kind of. So when you put that together, it just sounds like this. Once you have that, there are 2 other kinds of riffs that you have to know about for this song. But the only issue with them that makes it kind of complicated is that they differ for every chord. So riff 1 for the E chord is going to look a little something like this. All you're doing is you're playing the E, and then you're adding the note 2 frets higher than what you're already playing on the A string, and then you're taking it off. So it'll be regarding the ring finger. You make your E chord, and then it's off, off, on, off. Now the other riff for the E chord is that you're going to be adding after that riff. You're going to go up with your pinky finger 1 fret higher than you were with your ring finger. So the 5th fret in this case. And then back to E. And then back to the 4th fret. and then back to the E. So when you put it all together, it's going to sound like off, off, on, off, pinky, off, on, off. So the B chord and the A chord both have similar riffs. With the B chord, you're going to make the chord, and then the one that you're going to put on is going to be your ring finger on the 4th fret of the E string this time. Off, off, on, off. Off, off, on, off. Off, off, on, off. The second riff for the B is basically the same thing as the second riff for the E. You're going to add that pinky for a second. Off, off, on, pinky, off, on, off. Again, that's off, off, on, pinky, off, on, off. The A doesn't even have that kind of riff. It only has the, which is open strings, and then for the on, you're going to put your index finger on that 2nd fret on the top string, and then off. Off, off, on, off. Off, off, on, off. As far as your right hand goes, you're palm muting, which basically means that you're strumming the top 2 strings, but you're choking them. Not hard enough that a note can't get through, but hard enough that they can't ring out. This gives you more control and gives it an overall more gritty sound. To review, we have the Guillermo, I think is what we called it. We have E riff 1, E riff 2, B riff 1, B riff 2, and A riff. So when we put it all together in the order in the description below, it's going to be a little something like this. E riff 1, Guillermo. E riff 1, Guillermo. E riff 2, B riff 1, Guillermo. A riff, Guillermo. E riff 1, Guillermo. B riff 2, E riff 1. The chorus is basically the same thing. You can play the chords in different voicings. However, I would say the easiest way to do it would just be to play the exact same thing, but without palm muting. So, which when you put it together with a vocal, it would sound like this. They said all teenagers scared the living shit out of me. They could care less as long as someone will bleed. So darken your clothes or strike a violent pose. Maybe they'll leave you alone, but not me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up and the subscribe button wherever it is, because I put out new videos every Monday. If this helped you out, please let me know in the comments, along with any of your requests for future videos that you may have. And please feel free to post a video response to this video of you playing Teenagers by My Chemical Romance, because that's super freaking cool. See you guys next week.